Good morning. It's the Orlando Gardener coming at you. And if we look around, it would seem as though we're in Homestead. But we're not. Where are we? Look at that big field out there. Does that look like Homestead? Oh no. Where are we? We're in Georgia. And we're here with Justin. Everybody was talking about the video when he came down to Orlando, and I'm excited to get up here in Georgia to do some filming. He's gonna take us on a small fruit tour, garden tour, whatever you want to call it. You know, I've already been on a tour on that side of the property, but that's for another video later in the year. But listen, he's doing it. Justin, talk to us. Tell us how many varieties of mangoes you have, and then take us on this tour.
Total from the seedlings of the poly seeds, I probably have at least 50 different varieties of mango. Maybe 5, 6 avocados. Got some sapodilla. Yeah, whatever I can experiment with to see if I can get it to produce.
Now you just said something here. You just said experiment. And what I didn't know, I did not know, you guys, that he is on a journey. Kind of like Andy and some many others that are down in Florida. He has so many different seedlings that he is dealing with. He's going to be patient, and he's going to grow them. And I'm talking about some really good seedlings, and he's looking to name some mangoes here in the future, man. So it's not just he's growing what's already established, but he's also creating some new varieties up here in Georgia. Yeah. So why don't you take us on the tour here and tell us what you have here?
All right. And I'm a part-time gardener, so this isn't what I'm doing all the time. But this is a day avocado.
Day avocado.
There's a self-sufficient me, I think a YouTuber, I think his name's Mark, and he was saying that down there they had problems with avocados hitting maybe a wet layer. So here we have the clay.
Okay.
So basically what he's saying is once the taproot hits that clay, your tree can kind of die back and start to rot.
Okay.
So to prevent that, I dug a hole to see how far the clay was, and then I raised up a raised bed to allow it to be above that 3 foot. So it's 18 inches down to the clay, 18 inches up to this tree, roughly.
Wow.
So hopefully that'll prevent it from rotting.
Okay.
The day is supposed to grow a little bit slower. We'll see. I mean, this is a small hoop. I mean, this is only 9 feet tall at the peak.
Yeah.
So I'm just playing.
Yeah.
If it doesn't fit here, I'll probably have to replant because avocados don't transplant well.
No, I found that out the hard way. Yeah.
So I'll probably try to graft. I did graft another one of these.
Okay.
But it's on a different root stock.
Well, I wish you well with that. I hope it does well.
Brogdon.
And
I tried to space out the seasons because I'm limited on space. You know, if it's taking up the space, it needs to, prove its worth.
Right.
So, if I can space out the season, it makes more sense.
Right.
I let this grow. Some weeds I'll pull. I'm not super tidy because, like I said, this is kind of a part-time thing.
Yeah.
But as long as the tree's healthy and I've got it clean around the tree, I can handle the other stuff.
I'm the same way.
And also, we have quite a bit of dog fin out here, and I'll take the dog fin, and you'll actually see. Oh, I got some right there. So I'll just kind of chop it up and just throw it to kind of mulch.
Yeah.
Because it's going to break down with nutrients, but it's also going to suppress weeds.
Yeah, at the same time. That's cool.
Chop and drop.
Yeah, okay.
This I leave, it's called plantain. And this will help kind of like when you get bit with an ant, you can rub the leaves. It's supposed to suck out poison.
And what is it called?
Plantain.
Plantain. Yeah. Okay, and it helps with ant bites. Okay, all right.
Wasp stings.
Wasp stings.
I heard about snakes.
Okay. All right, okay.
Got some cassava.
Cassava there. Okay.
I've got some more, and I need to actually make more out of that one and put it in a bigger container.
Okay.
Some different types of bananas. I actually do grow bananas, and we'll have to check them out another time, I guess.
Yeah.
But I probably have over 30 varieties of bananas.
Wow.
Yeah, been growing.
Wait a minute, 30?
Yeah.
Did y'all hear that? 30 up here in Georgia.
Yeah. So
wow.
Same way, or a little bit different kind of experiment with those. Those I'm just trying to see what's fruiting, you know, what's going to be productive, because I have fruited them. I have a pitcher with a rack of bananas, you know, both arms, you know.
Wow, that's cool.
So some of them will do better than others.
Okay.
And it's a matter of location, the type of banana, and how hardy it is.
Okay. All right.
This is a red. I haven't got it to fruit yet. I've kept it in here.
That's beautiful.
It actually gets hot when the plastic's up on top of this thing.
Yeah.
That in between time is difficult.
Okay.
Because I don't use a fan.
Right.
You know, this is not a. There's no electricity right here. Now, I do have a backup. I can pull the cord if I was scared. You know, but
right.
Christmas freeze, I think my trees would have survived. I think I would have lost the flowers and even the fruit.
Wow. Wow. Oh my. Wow.
This is a macaque. I don't know how you say it. It's a sapodilla.
Sapodilla.
Naseberry.
Naseberry, and it is producing fruit. Wow. I hope YouTube uses this as the main picture. Wow, that is so cool.
Dragon fruit's about to come on.
Okay, dragon fruit.
I learned that the stress fracture is what gets it to fruit. So you can just kind of break it or cut it, and just constantly do that while it's in its fruiting time, and it'll keep flowering.
And it'll keep flowering. Wow, look at that right there. Okay, and then I see the tanks that you were talking about, and how you fill them up with water.
Right.
Then the sun heats the tanks, and then at night when the temperature drops, then the heat from the water radiates in your greenhouse.
Absolutely.
That is so unique and so smart, man. That's okay.
I learned from other people. Yeah.
Okay.
I watched a lot of YouTubes. I've read books.
Okay.
So I'm just taking other people's ideas
and
maybe combining them to add layers of protection. So like 5 degree, 5 degree, 5 degree. You know, everything is only raising it so much, but combined they do it together. Right.
Okay.
But yeah, this isn't ideal because unless you're just growing dragon fruit, you know, because it would protect that. But not as much sunlight's getting in this way when I'm doing it. But I'm trying to maximize space.
Okay.
So I have to trade off space with efficiency.
That makes sense.
This is sugarloaf pineapple.
Sugarloaf pineapple. Okay.
I haven't gave it yet. This is a grocery store pineapple, and it's got.
Oh my goodness!
That one's actually in the ground.
Wow! Look at the size of that pineapple.
Yeah, rooted from the.
And it's beautiful.
This is Florida Red.
Florida Red. Okay.
Some more grocery store pineapple. I was getting food waste at one point from school. And they used a lot of pineapple tops. They just threw them out. So I was like, well, why am I just wasting them? I'll just go sit and start potting them up.
Right. Absolutely.
This behind everything that's taking up most of the space, longevity spinach.
Okay.
It's really happy.
Yeah, I see. I mean, it is everywhere.
Right. So I'm about to pull that back because this space is, reserved. Okay. For this Angie mango. For the
Angie mango, which is in the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Angie mango.
This is Angie.
Okay.
I knew I wanted that flavor profile.
Yeah.
And I wanted something a little bit earlier. So Angie made the cut.
Okay.
But because I have to keep it a certain height, so I'm going to try.
And it should be a problem with Angie.
7-8 feet, but I can cut it in a way that allows it to grow more towards the center to maximize the space. At that point, I might get some dieback because I won't be able to do the second layer unless I put a blanket over this whole thing, which I would need other people. I couldn't do it by myself.
Right.
But maybe at that point, if I got enough fruit, I can make some friends.
Yeah, real quick, man. It don't take long.
But I think long term, I will do smaller structures. But I've already got larger structures, so I'm going to maximize and use them because I'll be able to put a 10-foot mango tree.
Okay.
But anyway.
Okay.
Let's see. Nel Petit.
Now, where did you get Nel Petit from?
I grafted it. So I got the budwood from Tropical Acres. And,
okay.
And this was actually a seedling of a white Peary.
Okay.
it actually smelled very good. But I didn't. It fit the cleft graft, right?
Okay.
It was growing.
No petite.
And yeah, it was growing at the time I needed it to grow, so I had to put it on this seedling, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see if it makes the cut.
Okay.
If not, I can always graft it to something else.
Yeah.
Cut this back, below the graft, and see if that fruit's worthy of anything as well.
Okay.
More babies of sugarloaf.
Okay.
This I got recently. You still got the tag on it.
Tropical Acres.
So this is a Venus.
Venus. Okay.
It was a little bit larger. It impact in FedEx post office. They don't always take the best care of your stuff. So
no, they don't.
It kind of broke in half,
Mm-hmm.
but I planted it to see. Hopefully, I was hoping it flushed, but it flushed growth. I kind of got it shaded.
Yeah.
You see the dog fennel down there. I just kind of threw it down
I see that. That's a dog fennel right there. Okay.
Grand Name banana. That's the commercial one you get at the grocery store.
Okay.
This is let's see. This Honey Kiss.
Honey Kiss. Okay. Late season.
This is a seedling, but they are polyembryonic, so
right.
And the leaves smell similar.
Okay.
So, it could trick me. It could be something else.
Hopefully it'll be right.
I got two of them, so maybe I have one.
Okay.
And then this is Arbequina olive. These are pretty common around here. They
Okay.
actually grow here, high density, southern Georgia.
Okay.
There's olive oil made in Georgia.
Okay. Okay.
Mamey.
Okay. June plum.
Yes. Yeah, so I wanted June plum. I had one, and I lost it through my own error many years ago. And I just, it's not one of those things like the mango where it's just like you have to have it right then,
Mm-hmm.
But I do love June plum. I like it juiced.
Right.
Yeah, I like the juice flavor.
And I'm just trying to shade the phone. It's getting a
you're
little
fine.
hot. Yeah, that's all. Mm-hmm.
So this is supposed to be the dwarf one.
Okay.
Got it down from Nick.
Nick's Edibles?
Yep.
Oh, man, that's my buddy.
Okay.
What's up, Nick? What's up, man?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a nice selection. So I got that.
Okay.
All
right.
This is one I grafted as a Carla.
Carla. Okay.
These are only 5 feet, but I'm going to have to probably move these at some point.
Okay.
I'm debating on whether to put some of the seedlings here to see what I get, or use this space for something that can produce faster, like a smaller tree, like one that's a dwarfing, a slow-growing tree.
Right.
But, it's a temporary spot. Those are actually permanent spots, and they're tight.
You can make it work.
Yeah, they're tight north-south, but I've got 10 feet this way, and these are all trees that are already slow-growing.
Yeah.
And then I have the cold to kind of slow them down further.
Okay. All right.
Let's see. This is Emperor. I know seeds of lychee aren't gonna they'll take forever. It may not produce whatever, but it's an Emperor. It's a late season lychee, and this one's growing small.
Okay.
So it's not hurting me to grow.
Hey,
this.
Dragonfly.
Yeah, it's not hurting me to grow this. So.
No, not at all. Not at all.
This was sweet tart seedling that I actually grafted.
Sweet tart seedling.
Because it smells like sweet tart. So.
Okay.
And I have some other sweet tart seedlings.
Okay. Look like you got a project going on over here.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's my first attempt at air layering. I didn't do a great job.
Okay.
But
I see air layering and grabs everywhere.
Yes.
And look like they all have taken.
So Pickering upset me this year because it didn't make anything. Now, it's partly my fault because I pruned it heavily.
Okay.
But it didn't make anything. It actually flowered on 2 panicles, or had 2 panicles. And then it didn't set on me, so it wasn't happy. But Pickering is one of those that I've had. It was really good, but then I've had it and it's just kind of okay.
Now you know what? That's funny because I just got off the phone with Bart. He just called me yesterday, Bart from Mosa, and we were talking about the same thing. We were talking about Pickering. Was like, I don't know. It might have to leave the property,
Well, I'm going to leave some. I like the
for
growth,
sure.
And I like the productivity.
Yeah, me too.
And
They'll be with me.
Limited space scenario, grow, good flavor, growth, and productivity. I mean, disease resistance.
Yeah.
Because they can be good. And I hadn't had it off of this tree. It's been in the ground in Georgia soil.
Okay.
because the soil is going to affect the flavor.
Right.
Because I think that somebody was commenting on that in Florida. Alfonso can't get his flavor. It might be the soil.
The soil issue, yeah.
So we have clay. A lot of minerals in clay.
Georgia clay, yeah.
A lot of minerals. So we'll see.
Yeah. I actually was going to do an experiment. I took some clay back to Florida one time, and it's just sitting there. But I was going to do an experiment with some fruiting with seeds and things to see what would do better. Yeah. But that's to think about.
This is a white peary. I hate sacrificing if I don't do it right.
Yeah.
But it's growing. What I do if I need something to graft onto, and I don't have any seedlings, because I mean, grocery store mangoes don't always shoot up and give something you graft onto. I can only make so many trips or so many orders from Florida.
Yeah.
So I use what I have with seedlings, and then what I don't, I'll take a branch that I know I'm going to cut later.
Yeah. And go ahead and give it a shot.
This is going down. I'm going to cut this later. I might as well put something on it.
Yeah.
Get a fruit a little bit and then hit it back.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Plus, it allows you to have that scion that you're wanting for a time until you have a seedling. So this is growing a year or two. Well, now I can cut this, make a tree, and then trim the branch. At
the same time, that works. Now behind you, I see you got some more over here too.
Yes. Yeah. So this is all in Port Benishon or Imam Passan.
Okay.
Also has emerald.
Emerald grass.
Recently put on there.
Okay.
I lost one of these. I'm about to cut. But these two branches here are a Tamor seedling. But it smells like the fruit, So I'm gonna roll the dice with them. Pretty aggressive grower out of the ones that I grow.
Okay.
But the flavor is amazing.
Through the roof.
This was a Dupuis seedling that I grafted on.
Okay.
I'm just seeing what I get. It's a very aggressive, like super aggressive.
Right.
Another emerald.
Okay.
These three are Lady's Choice.
Lady's Choice.
I've got guava back here.
Guava, mango in the back.
I'm trying a white peary here. Okay. And then this is that
it took.
Dupuis.
It's pushing.
Think so?
Yeah.
I've been waiting. I've been snipping all these little things trying to come up.
Yeah. I see very little out here that didn't take. We're going to have to come back to Georgia and do a grafting video with you, because you're doing something other people aren't doing.
Well,
it's working.
It's a lot of failure.
Yeah.
This is Juliet.
Juliet. Okay. Okay, did you grab that one too, or you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, most of the 1 gallons I grafted.
All right, don't go out on me.
Yeah.
It's getting hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the phone. Yeah.
Mark Anthony, I don't know.
Mark Anthony?
Sugarloaf.
Sugarloaf, okay.
And you always want the bigger tree, but can't always afford the bigger tree, So you can graft on something small and just wait.
Right. Well, let's run through and do the mangoes, because this phone is getting hot, and then we'll talk.
All right. Julie mangoes.
Julie mango.
I'm putting or hopefully if they take, I gotta keep at this growth. This is what is this?
It's pushing.
This is Piva.
Okay.
So I put a Piva on here. I do have a small Piva over there.
Okay.
But I need it for rootstock.
Rootstock. Okay.
See
cool.
See what kind of aggressive growers I can keep small.
Okay.
Pickering graft. Another Pickering graft. This is a seedling of